The James McGann Ozanam Center, opened in 1977, is the hub of activity for St. Vincent de Paul in Naples. Named for our primary founder, Frederick Ozanam, and Jim McGann, a late council president who led the building of the center, it houses administrative offices, a very active Meals on Wheels program, and food pantry. On Monday through Friday from 10 to 2, volunteer caseworkers interview those who come to us in need of assistance. Working from our center are caseworkers from the 3 local parishes, St. Anne, St. Elizabeth Seton, and St. Peter. These caseworkers see clients from their parish areas, as well as anyone who comes to us seeking food, clothing, furniture, and household items from our thrift stores. They also interview and minister to many who are homeless and come to us each day for help, such as food, bicycles, and work boots.
I think it's a matter of life or death for these people today, because without us, I really don't know what they would do. We just give a tremendous service to the poor and the underprivileged.
Caseworkers who are off-site from San Marco, St. Agnes, St. John, and St. William schedule their interviews in the client's home or in parish centers.
We've had some really marvelous cases where we knew we made a difference. You know, sometimes you worry whether you're making a difference or what, but we know inside that we're really doing the Lord's work.
Right, very fulfilling.
Home visits are a hallmark of St. Vincent de Paul's ministry, beginning with our founding in France in the mid-1800s, when Frederick Ozanam and his companions visited the poor in their homes. Today, the goal of our over 140 caseworkers is to make home visits for all clients who seek rent and utility assistance, regardless of where they're originally interviewed. The Naples Council maintains data on all clients, which is updated daily, enabling each caseworker to review notes on past visits and make decisions based upon the client's history. In addition, our caseworkers work closely with other agencies and churches with the goal of better assisting those who come to us in need.
When we go to clients, regardless of their religion or their race or their nationality, we help everybody. We're simply there to help.
Meals on Wheels, a vibrant ministry of the Council since 1977, today serves most of the greater Naples and Marco Island community. Over 120 volunteer drivers deliver hot meals to the homebound elderly and infirm Monday through Friday. On Thursday and Friday, extra frozen meals for the weekend are delivered to those in need of these meals.
Makes you feel good.
It does.
It takes a couple hours out of your time in a week and it makes you feel good.
Sometimes it's the only chance these people get to see somebody all day long. So it's kind of gratifying to see them opening the door and having us on the other side.
In a typical year, over 85,000 meals are delivered.
There's a lot of rewards with it because they're looking forward to it. They're looking forward to the contact. They're looking forward to the food. These are people that cannot prepare for themselves.
Although recipients who are able to pay for their meals do so, the majority cannot, and the Naples Council underwrites all costs for this program. The Council receives the majority of its funding through proceeds of sales from our 2 thrift stores. The Davis store, built in 1977, is our flagship operation. Through the wisdom of our early founders, volunteers were recruited to be the primary workers in the store. Working with a small paid staff of managers and drivers, our volunteers sort clothing, check electrical items, price them, and work as cashiers. Because of the dedication of over 235 volunteers at the Davis store, the income generated over the past 30-plus years has been simply outstanding.
I just enjoy it so much, I cannot tell you. The camaraderie here, the wonderful things that they do, it's just been a joy. I get so much more out of it than I give.
In 2002, the Board of Directors set the goal of opening a second store in North Collier County. Because property in that area was so highly priced at the time, the Council received permission from the Fort Myers Council to open a thrift store in Bonita Springs. Opened in 2005 as a small 3,000 square foot store, it was an immediate success. Almost overnight, we were bursting from our seams. Therefore, in 2008, the store was relocated just a block away on Bonita Beach Road to a 10,000 square foot store. Today, almost 100 volunteers make the Bonita store the success it is, generating much needed revenue for Council Ministries.
I've been rewarded in many, many ways since I've worked here. It's been great. God has taken care of me.
The Naples District Council of St. Vincent de Paul is an example of Christ-centered volunteerism at its best. We embrace all works of charity and justice and make no distinction in those served, because in them we see the face of Christ.